if I roll a 1.
I'd never let you live it down.
Perfect.
Hey, Belka, I remember that one time you didn't know what it was, but I did?
Perfect.
Just in case, if I would have rolled. Yes!
Oh my
god!
Good call. Good call.
Oh my god. You can feel a magical aura pulling the arm. I mean, it is almost like a wind force is blowing this arm, attempting to get it back to where it was coming from. But it is
Are
definitely
you sure it's
magical
not
in
the
nature.
Speed Force?
No. They will move faster.
But there is definitely a magical aura coming from it that has been enchanted onto these creatures.
Hey, Belkar, can I stick this in your bag real quick?
No.
At least I asked. Stick it in there anyways.
Perfect. So it is nighttime. You can still faintly see what's barely left of your tracks that got you there, so you can tell which direction you had come from.
Let's
Alright, I vote we head back.
Yeah,
let's hit the flag.
Head back. Perfect. Okay. So you head back towards where your footprints were coming from in that direction, and it is another 3 hours or so to get back to where you were.
a 3-hour tour.
And by the time you get back to your flag of, I want to say
Placement?
pantalones, but I don't know how to
Your
say
flag
shorts
of
in Spanish.
pantalones.
Yeah, yeah, short toes.
God.
Yeah, you get back to it, and the weather has definitely weathered the shorts more, but it is still standing tall, 4 feet.
It's standing tall at a whole 4 feet.
A whole 4
No.
feet.
It'd be higher than that. Remember, I said I was gonna get try and get something that was like twice our gas size.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's like 12 feet.
A whole 12 feet.
But the
Yeah.
pants aren't.
Yeah.
No, the pants aren't. The pants are like 2 feet.
And you can tell that at this point in time, you still have a couple hours until sunrise, and probably another couple hours until the airship arrives. So you can make rest. You can do whatever you would like at that point.
Let's see if I can throw another Hail Mary. Magica roll to try and figure out what the spell is. Oh!
As
the
you
sweet one,
attempt
baby!
to figure out the spell of what it is, you can just feel this almost aura of death coming from it, and you feel yourself almost pulled towards that spell, but you do not acquire any new spell at this point.
I will be a necromonger.
Oh God.
Are there any is there any like berries or anything nearby? Or any like food, like any like, in this like forest edge area? Is there any
It's
edibles?
There are some small berries in the area, but they are few and far between.
I have cruncher jerky.
All right. You want to share that there,
Few and far
friend?
between. And you do notice, though, that these berries look strangely familiar. They look like pokeberries.
So they're the ones that were on the island. Sweet. I'm gonna grab as many as I can and put them in the bag.
Wait, are there any orange flowers?
How about glowing mushrooms?
There are not any orange flowers. However, when you are searching, all of you, well, you guys decide who wants to make an awareness check, who would be able to find something, potentially.
Well, I'm the one who's actually doing the food stuff, so I mean,
I noticed nothing!
I've got a 5 on awareness. I'll roll an awareness. I did 10.
where was I? I was already looking anyways, so
As you are looking through things, Belkar, you find all sorts of berries. So you have enough to actually fill your pockets full of berries.
pockets full of berries.
Pockets full of berries. To reload your supply of berries. And Argast, you find a strange plant that looks almost like a bean pod, but it is blood red. And only one of them. It's just this weird little plant, just 2 little leaves coming off of it, and then just one bean plant that's basically hanging off it that's just blood red.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pull it out and see if our cook can't do something. It has an idea, or holler over to him. Hey, Belcar, come check this out.
Alrighty.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna take out the red metal shards and see if I can fit them together.
As you try to fit them together, they do not fit together. They're pieces to a greater blade, but they're quite clearly what appears to be shattered, but not only shattered, but it almost feels like something dead is eating away at the blade as well, as it's slowly eating what's left of it.
Gotcha.
Almost
So
like a bacteria.
that's my intelligence and or cooking check to find out what the bean is.
As you inspect the bean, intelligence-wise, you run your fingers across it, and you see that it's almost painting your fingers red. And you can assume if this were prepared in the right way, and maybe spoken to someone who may have some intelligence of their own about what this might be, it appears this may have some sort of painting property that could allow you to paint armors, clothes, anything that you would want to tint, basically. But it looks limited as to what you could do with that particular singular plant.
Okay, so it's not good for cooking, but it's good for like dyeing.
Potentially could be used for dyeing, exactly.
I
Got
could
it.
probably use that for something.
All right, I hand it back to our guest. And I say, hey, you might want to talk to Wallen about this because it looks like this could be good for dyeing armor or weapons, etc.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna pull out the shard in my pocket and do, I guess, an awareness check on it to kind of see if I can kind of determine what it is. Do I need to do an awareness or do I need to do blacksmithing?
As soon as you pull it out, it is very clear that it is a shard of what used to be a blade that may or may not have been attached to the haft that Belcar has in his bag. However, same thing with Bob. You realize that there's almost like a bacteria eating up of what is left of it. As it was in the coffins, it was almost just eaten.
Okay. Can I try to, I don't know, blacksmith it some way to try to clean it up off?
Try to blacksmith it to death.
I
Yes.
blacksmith it to death.
Oh, I know. Or yes, punch it.
I punch it.
As soon as you tried to clean it up, you realize that almost nothing is working. But the good thing is it looks like the bacteria is working very slowly. So it looks like it may hold for a couple days.
Okay. So then I pop it back in the pocket. I guess I'll take first watch for whatever, just so that way we can get some rest before the ship gets here.
Perfect. All right. As you all lay to rest, except for Argast, you can feel pretty safe knowing that you can see in all directions, especially at the end of this desert here. And as hours pass, nothing happens. And the hours get closer and closer and closer to the time when you know that you're supposed to get your pickup from the airship. As soon as the airship shows as a tiny dot in the sky, you look over to the desert to where you had been walking before, and you see this almost clear outline of this bear-like creature that's just...
Let go of the arm! Let go of the arm!
It only has one arm, but it's just... And you can feel the arm basically twitching as you hold on to it, as it's like trying to return to its master. The airship slowly descends, and the bear gets closer and closer and closer as well as the airship descends.
I'm just like kind of like step back, back. I'm not letting go of the arm, bitch. It's mine.
And as soon as the bear gets a good 50 feet away, the airship makes its docking, but it doesn't fully land. It basically hovers a good foot or two above the ground. All right, mate, you all ready? Good to see you're all in one piece, though. You find anything exciting? And what the hell is that?
That is our key. That is our cue to leave.